Hello and welcome back. So in last few lectures, we implemented error handling in our Express application. And for that, we created a global error handling middleware. If I go to VS Code, here we are creating a global error handling middleware. And this global error handling middleware is capable of handling any error which occurs inside an Express application. So any error which will occur inside the Express application, this global error handling middleware will be able to handle it. But what if the error has not occurred in the Express application, but somewhere else? For example, our Express application is also connecting to a MongoDB server. So if an error has occurred on MongoDB server, that error will not be handled by this global error handling middleware because that error has not occurred inside the Express application. It has occurred outside of the Express application. So we would also want to handle such type of errors in our Express application. Now here, if I go to server.js, there, here we are writing the code to connect to MongoDB server, and there we are also using this catch block. So if some error occurs on the MongoDB server level, that error will be handled by this catch block. Okay, let me save the changes here. And what I'll do is, let's go to config.env, and there I'm going to, let's say, change the password here. So here I will add 2 at the end. So now this password is not correct, and using this password, when our Express application will try to connect to MongoDB server, it should throw an error. And when that error will be thrown, we should see this message in the console which says could not connect to MongoDB. If I go to terminal, currently it says connection to DB is successful. Let me stop the process and let's start the process again. Okay, and here you will see we have this message could not connect to MongoDB server. And here you can see that a MongoDB server error has occurred. If I go to VS Code, first we are logging this message could not connect to MongoDB, and then we are also logging the error object. And you can see that error object here. It is a Mongo server error, and it says bad auth authentication failed. So this is an example of an error which occurs outside of the Express application. And this error cannot be handled by global error handling middleware. And there are many other types of errors which can occur outside of the Express application and which we are not handling in our Express application. Currently, this error, it is being handled, but there are other errors also which can occur outside of the Express application. And we might not be handling that in our Express application. So how are we going to handle those exceptions globally? That's what we are going to learn in this lecture. So here what I'm going to do is, for now, let me go ahead and let me remove this catch block, and here I'll simply comment it. And now if I save the changes, you will see that now the error is not handled. So you see the error is not handled and our application has crashed. Earlier when the error was handled, our application did not crash, but here the application has crashed because the error has not been handled properly here. And as I said, there are other unhandled errors also which might occur in our application. So I want to write a function which is going to handle any unhandled errors, any rejected promise in our application. Okay, so when I say unhandled errors, I basically mean the rejected promises. So here we are going to handle any rejected promise which can occur in our application. Let's see how we can do that. So as we have learned before, Node.js and Express, they uses event-driven architecture. So for every action, there is an event which gets emitted. And for the unhandled or rejected promise also, there is an event which gets emitted. So whenever there is a rejected promise in the application, it is going to throw an event. And we can listen to that event by accessing this process object, and on that we can call this on method. And to this on method, as the first argument, we can pass an event which is unhandled rejection. And this unhandled rejection event will happen whenever we have an unhandled rejected promise in our code. Okay. So for example, if the connection was not successful, this connect method here, it is going to throw a rejected promise. but we are not handling that rejected promise. We are handling the resolved promise using this then method, but we are not handling the rejected promise. So that promise is basically unhandled rejection. And in that case, an event will be emitted, which is unhandled rejection. And when this event is raised, we want to call a function, we want to execute a function, and this function is going to receive the rejected promise, basically the error which has occurred with the rejected promise. And inside this function, we are going to write the logic to handle that rejection. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to log an error message. I'm going to log something in the console. What I want to log? I want to log the error name which has occurred, and then I want to show a colon, a space, and then the error message which has occurred. So for that I can say error dot message. And let's save the changes. And if I go to terminal, you see we have the error name colon the error message which says authentication failed. And I also want to add another log message here where I'll say unhandled rejection occurred, shutting down. Basically, what I want is whenever there is an unhandled rejection in our application, in that case, I simply want to shut down the Express application. I want to terminate the node process. Okay. And to terminate the node process, all we have to do is we can say process.exit, and then here we need to pass either 0 or 1. 0 stands for success and 1 stands for uncaught exception. And that is what the case here. Here we have an uncaught exception which we are handling, and that's why here to this exit I'm going to pass 1 as the exit code. Now here we are very abruptly exiting the program, right? Basically what we are doing is if there is any unhandled exception in our Express application, we are immediately terminating the node process. And this is a very abrupt way of terminating the process, because what it will do is it will immediately abort any request which is still running or pending. And this might not be a good idea of doing so. So in such cases, what we generally do is we terminate the process gracefully by first closing the server and then only terminating the application. And for that, what we are going to do is let me cut this code from here. Okay. And I'm going to paste it after this line where we are starting the server. So this listen method, what it is going to do is it is going to return us a server object. I'm going to store that server object in a variable. I'll simply call it as server. Okay, so this listen method, it is going to start the server and it is going to return us a server object. So before exiting the process, in here, I'm going to close the server. So for that, I can say server dot close. Okay, and to this close method, we can pass a callback function which will be executed when the server is closed. And inside that callback function, I'm going to exit the process. So here, only after the server is closed properly, after that, we are exiting the process. And in this way, we are giving server some more time to handle any ongoing requests and handle them. And after they are finished, then only we are exiting the process. And with this, let's save the changes. And the result should still look the same. But here, what will happen is the Express server will be closed and then the application will be exited. The process will be exited. And this is how we should be handling any uncaught exceptions, any rejected promises which is not being handled in a real world application. Here, we are exiting the process gracefully. First, we are closing the server and then we are terminating the process. So as you can see, our application is crashed, and since our application is crashed, it will not be able to handle any incoming requests. So this is okay in development because this can be fixed in development, but in production, if the application crashes and if the client cannot make any request to the application, that is not ideal. And that's why in production environment, we will have some tools which can try restarting the application automatically whenever it crashes. And also some of the platforms which can host Node.js, it will automatically do that on its own. And it is important that our application restarts after it has crashed because we don't want our application to be down forever. At some point, the application must restart and it should be accessible. All right, so let's go back and let's change the password. Let me save the changes. And since here we have made a change to .env file, we will have to restart our application to make the changes applicable. And now our application should be accessible. It should be running and it should be accessible. So you can see Express server is up and running and connection to DB is successful. And you can also see that the current environment is production. This we are logging from app.js file. And I'll change it in the next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.